everyone? Hopefully everybody's doing good. Gonna show you guys my Aidan O'Connell collection. Now, look, I know most of you guys aren't, probably big fans of Aidan O'Connell. However, I'm a Raiders fan, and I've spent the last bit of time collecting some pretty cool Aidan O'Connell cards over here. And I'm gonna show you guys. Finally, I'm gonna show you guys everything I've collected over the last couple years. He was able to get some playing time this week. And I know Chiefs aren't doing very good. They ain't got their starters, but because we did win, Raiders won, and guess what? We still get Mendoza. So even though I like Aiden O'Connell, I do want Fernando Mendoza to be the Raiders quarterback in the future. But just want to show you guys some stuff I got. I got, in my opinion, one of the best, if not the best, card collection of Aiden O'Connell out there. So especially cost effective. Rebel Raider, what up, dude? We finally won, and it didn't matter, dude. It's like we win, we still get Mendoza, bro. Hopefully the Raiders don't mess us up. We're gonna go and get like Sebastian Janikowski 2.0. Watch, dude. We're gonna go draft a kicker. These are just some Aiden O'Connell in his college, so these ones aren't crazy. These ones aren't crazy. Stay tuned till the end though, because I'm gonna show you guys some pretty crazy Aiden O'Connell cards. I got a large quantity. Some of them are pretty awesome. Some are like, but I just figured I'd show you guys. Makes you wonder, like, why didn't Pete Carroll for the Raiders start Aiden O'Connell weeks ago, bro? You know what I mean? Like, it's a good thing he didn't because we would definitely not be getting that number one pick if Aiden O'Connell would have been starting. You know what I'm saying? So, but, you're like a 74-year-old coach. You've been doing this 20 years, and you're telling me you didn't know better that Aiden O'Connell was the best quarterback on the roster? I mean, come on, man. Some of these coaches just blow me away. This one's pretty cool. I think this one was like a high number. Oh, 4 out of 5 right here. So it's one of the wild card ones. Nothing too crazy, but in his college uniform, I actually did a trade. Like it was like a Niners autograph jersey and a few other things for that one. All right, here we go. Last few cards of the college unis. Got O'Connell right there. There's an Inception. Those ones are pretty cool, nice and thick. But even if it was a good quarterback, most people just don't want cards like this, dude. Like Leaf, people don't want that shit. Bowman U, I guess that's a little better, but for the most part, people don't want the college uniforms. Not for football, at least. I don't think either any of those were numbered. But anyways, so those are like some cost-effective O'Connell cards. But what's going on, Mixon? Guerrera, how you doing, bro? You guys just tuned in. Here's a one-on-one. I'm just gonna show my Aiden O'Connell collection. I am a Raider fan. Got some cool O'Connell cards here, so stay tuned till the end. Try my best not to take too long, but something I want to do on my channel is always share the experience, show you guys kind of what I got going on here. Got a few cards we're gonna get through, and yes, there is some bangers in there. I might have. I'm not saying the most expensive O'Connell collection, but I might have like the best Aiden O'Connell collection out there. You know what I'm saying? Here's an absolute number to 299. We got a Zenith rookie. Most of these are rookies, by the way, not numbered. Here we got Prism. So if you rip one of the good cards, I'll gift 150. What do you mean rip? If I rip one of the good cards, you give me 150? Like rip it in half, bro? And how are you gonna give me 150? Here's just that's a Prism silver right there of O'Connell. YH, I don't know what that means, bro. All right, here's a Rookies and Stars. Like, I try to go fast, but I also want to kind of show, just cool stuff you can collect. Just, some of these you get pretty cost effective, Maybe not when they first come out, but oh yeah, is what you meant. Oh, you're gonna give me 150? How expensive a card do you want me to rip, man? And then how you gonna give me the 150. All right, so here's a diamond cuts, X's and O's. This one's actually kind of cool. Optic, numbered, 5 out of 75. Rebel Raider said O'Connell is the one player that I didn't get an autograph card of. He said, wait. All right. There's O'Connell right there. Actually, I think all these are bases. Hold on a second. Those are the sparkle ones. All right, so all these are the same. So I got a few O'Connells. Rebel Raider, do you have this one? You probably do have that one. If not, I can send you one of these guys. Do you have any of the what are these aluminums? Aluminums, I think. Or illusions. Do you have any of the illusions ones? No, I don't have super chat, bro. I'm not monetized on my channel. And then we got these are cool. These illusions where they're like sparkle, dude. It's hard to see it on the camera, but I like those ones. I mean, they're not like, I don't think they're super short print or anything, but I do like those illusions that like have that sparkle. Texans players, yeah, I think so. You have to give me a minute. I can't remember if I have any more CJ Stroud or if I got rid of that when I did a big trade at the card show. There's just illusions green, and here's illusions orange. I tell you what, though, this camera on my phone, because I'm live on my phone, is like, I guess, a lot better than my web camera on my computer, dude. Because like the orange and green usually don't show up good on my other camera. There's a O'Connell right there. That's just a optic. I do like the optics. Buying a lot of optic breaks. Trying to hit a freaking downtown this year. I think this is 2023. Yeah, 2023. So buying a lot of breaks. Trying to hit downtown. Didn't hit no gold or no luck there. Here's a pink. So a lot of these O'Connells were like leftovers from breaks. So, and some of these I did go out and buy some individual cards for not too expensive. That was a blue. Here's like a green. That one's cool. Another rated rookie right there. What's up? Got them. Get them. Got them while they're good. Here's another optic. That one's cool. And this is like, yeah, because I'm a Raiders fan, and I mean, I do think O'Connell can be good, guys. Like, if he had the right setup, with an offensive line, wide receivers, obviously, and then a good coach, good play calling, I do think he could be a good quarterback. But because he's not the Lamar Jackson that runs a 4.5 40 or 4.4 40, people like, oh, they don't want him. And I get it. I'm not saying he's like the best quarterback. I just think he could be a really good quarterback. So, but with Raiders getting Mendoza, his time is probably either short-lived in Vegas, unless he wants to be a backup. And all these are the same. Those are absolutes. All right, how about this? How about a printed plate, bro? Plates and patches. This is a plate. It's actually like metal. And this one's numbered right here, 26 out of 35. So that's pretty cool. I'm usually not a fan of the purple colors in cards, but still pretty cool right there. All right, let's get into some bigger cards coming up. What do we got here? Not all these are going to be in order. All right, so pretty much everything I've gone through has been rookies. All right, so we got a patch card right here. I'm not even going to look on the back to see if it's game used, because Panini is only using leftover toilet paper to put in these cards. But it's a pretty cool patch of Aidan O'Connell right there, not numbered. Another patch. These ones were part of the illusions. So rookie. How about these are the same, huh? How about this? I'll give you one of these guys. Super chat. Rebel. I'm gonna give you this one right here because I got two of them. So I know I got that package. I gotta get that thing done for you. I'm trying to get things back on track now. The holidays are over, so I'll be shipping that thing. Hopefully, I gotta get it finished. So, but here I'm gonna write it right here, buddy. Rebel. Yeah, I can't see it. My handwriting's amazing. But anyways, there's that one for you. All right, keep it moving. All right, here's an Obsidian. Now this one is. Oh wait, no, that one is a rookie. I think there's another one that may not be a rookie. This is actually supposed to go in the other pile. All right, we're gonna have to put that in a different pile. Because Obsidian is last. We're gonna look at the Obsidian O'Connell's last. All right, this is a patch 22 out of 50. Pretty nice patch right there. That's black. I like the blacks, man. I'm gonna miss those ones too. It's hard to get them like a lot of times have edging because the black on them. But I did think the black cards are pretty cool. Rebel said if he was an assistant that Sam Darnold is in, he would be great. That's what I want as our coach is Clint Kubiak and our QB coach. Said I know you get it to me. He said not worried at all. Take your time. No, I appreciate it. I know my mom passed away. Things have been pretty tough, man. So it means a lot. Like you know, being patient with me through this. So all right, we're getting into some better cards coming up here. Try not to talk about it because it just puts me in a bad place, man. But this makes me happy. So, all right, stay focused on this. This one is not a rookie. So I'll show that one separate of the autographs coming up here. Most of these other ones, I believe all those ones coming up should be autographs I've gotten. Some of them in break, some of them I bought individually. So there we got Aidan O'Connell. That's a clear Don Ross. And if you guys believe in Aidan O'Connell, you guys could look up some of these cards and probably get them for pretty cheap because people aren't even like focusing on this dude. But I think he's going to go somewhere in the future, and he's going to be a really good quarterback. He's got such an accurate arm, dude. If he just is in the right setup. Here's a bookend, 25 out of 25 RPA rookie patch auto for rookies and stars. The corner up here is kind of not the best, to say the least. All right, and then this was believe this was a redemption I'd gotten, but there's a three patch. I like that football one right there. That's pretty cool. There's a RPA as well. It's a 209 out of 399. So that's pretty cool. And then we got a black Aidan O'Connell, 83 out of 99. Got a thick Sharpie, so the autograph probably isn't quite as good. That's a nice patch auto right there. And then we just got a regular auto, 21 out of 25. Aidan O'Connell on the black. I bought a lot of this black when this came out this year. And then how about a second black, numbered 10 out of 25. So that's pretty cool as well. What we got here? I think I bought one of these. I'm pretty sure I bought this one. All right, so keep moving. All right, this one's pretty badass. How about this guy? Aidan O'Connell, Trey Tucker, rookie reflections. So that's pretty cool. I don't think that one's numbered, but still pretty nice. Anybody see John Gruden's Twitter? He put the Raider flag up in the background. I don't know if that just means because the Raiders beat the Chiefs or because John Gruden's getting a phone call. Maybe the Raiders firing Pete Carroll and Gruden coming back. Wouldn't that be something, man? That would make my 2026 year, dude. Give that man some freaking redemption, dude. So we got a limited right here. This one's 66 out of 99. Autograph's a little funky right there, but oh, some of these I got prices, so I paid 16 for that one. Most of them I don't have prices on them, but I think this is a redemption as well, I'm pretty sure. 18 out of 25. Nice auto. Flawless. That's a beautiful card right there. Aidan O'Connell. Nope, my bad. I did buy that one. $60. Most of these don't have prices on the back because I started doing that later. I know that. Here's an optic. These optic blues. If like I know a lot of people are big on the optic hollows, but I really like the optic blue, especially this year. So if you want to look for a cost-effective card, these rated rookie optic blue hollows. You can find some Aidan O'Connell autos usually for not too bad a price. So this one's numbered 54 out of 99. And some people think that, you know, it's only, I mean, at least whatever, but only out of 99 is the true rookie or whatever. I'll let you guys be the judge of that, but I do like those blue ones. So if you can find one of those out of 99, maybe consider it. Here's a immaculate 39 out of 99. Super nice auto. RPA right there. Aidan O'Connell. And we're still going, man. Like I said, at least quantity wise, I have one of the best Aidan O'Connell, if not the best Aidan O'Connell collection out there. How about a patches, or sorry, plates and patches? This one was a redemption. I remember it, and it's got the Panini sticker. That's the other one I think that was I had like 2 or 3 redemptions for O'Connell, and I got all of them. Thank God. This one's numbered 33 out of 50. So how about that? That's your Shab Dabby. All right, now we get into some graded cards. So those black cards look awesome. Yeah, he's like, yeah. The Panini Black, I like those ones a lot. Sorry, I was looking at your other message too. Yeah, I hope Gruden comes back too. Aidan O'Connell right here, Don Ross, rated rookie, PSA 10. And put the price on the back of that one. Here's Aidan O'Connell, blue glitter. These blue glitters are nice too, man. PSA 10, not autographed, not numbered, but man, I like those blue glitters a lot. Like for some reason, people like the pink. I hate the pink color shit. I just think I just have issues with it. So, anyways, it's nice to get the blue ones. All right, here's an optic hollow autograph. So if you can get yourself an optic hollow, if you don't know, it's kind of like silvers, but for optic they call it hollow instead of silver. But you can find these probably fairly inexpensive if you want an Aidan O'Connell. This one's numbered out of 150. Here's a plates and patches. I got this thing dirt cheap. It's only PSA 7, but it's an autograph. This is technically supposedly the true look at like the first like rookie autos of him or like these um the futures. This one's numbered out of 100, 60 out of 100, but I think I got this for under 40 bucks or something. So not too bad there. Box 1 almost over with. And we have you got rookie signature. You got to get a select in your collection. There's a rookie right there, autograph, numbered 70 out of 75. Obviously PSA 10. So that's pretty nice. All right. Oh, I should have stuck this. I'm gonna have to stick this in a thing. How about this bad boy? Look at that. Aidan O'Connell, Michael Mayer, 1 of 1, dude. Look at those Nike swooshes, bro. Don't those look like just sweet? I gotta put this on a sleeve. It's gonna drive me crazy. I was trying to do that earlier, and I have a cabinet I usually keep all my stuff in, so I don't get any dust and stuff on it. But those Nike swooshes are the only issue I guess I kind of have is the distance because I'm a perfectionist. The distance between the edge of the card here and like where the Nike swoosh is right here, and then you compare that with the one above, and like it's a smaller gap here than down here. But this is a 1-of-1 with Aidan O'Connell, Michael Mayer. I think both these guys can be really good in the NFL, but because the Raiders suck and we got Geno Smith, we should have started Aidan O'Connell this year, and we should have started him last year instead of Gardner Minshew. And then Michael Mayer should have got more targets, more playing time, because I do think Michael Mayer has a lot of potential to be really good. Not as good as Brock Bowers, but can be a really good tight end in the NFL. Just Raiders are stupid, and we don't call plays and use our guys right. So Okay, so that's it for box number uno. Still got box number dos. All right, give me a second. We'll put this. Is this one numbered? 199. All right. You guys are going to see some pretty crazy shit here. Um, I think Obsidian has the best freaking, some of the best cards out there. Okay. Most people probably disagree, but I think Obsidian cards are way, especially this year. I think they're freaking pretty, there's some pretty nice Obsidian cards I'm going to show you guys. All right. All these are going to be Obsidian. I'm going to show you why I went so big to complete this collection like I have. So this is just a base, not numbered. Another base. All these are rookies. These reds are numbered out of, so all this is like for a reason, 42 out of 90. So I'm like going to be counting backwards. Some of these I got doubles of because I want to try to get PSA 10s to complete my collection. And you have to wait till the end. I'll show you guys the banger card or cards I got and why I did this. So these purple ones, I think these are to 75. Yeah, 6 out of 75. And then as we get further, get into some more banger stuff. These are out of 49. The oranges and Obsidian are out of 49. The greens are out of 25. So got a couple greens in here. 19 out of 25. So both those are the greens. And I got two of these Contra, white Contra or electric etch. I think is what they call them, white Contras. I think one might be able to get a PSA 10. And because I know one of them, the centering is, I think it's this one actually. The centering isn't quite as good. I think it's that one. So I really need to try to get a PSA 10 in this, or if someone sells one down the road, I might end up trying to see if I can get a PSA 10 in the white because these are super short print. If you guys ever get a card of a good player, someone you like, freaking in the white electric etch, a lot of people will actually undersell these for around like 40, 50 bucks. Like keep that shit, get it graded is my suggestion. Obviously do your own research. But, you know, it's worth keeping these super short prints and not selling them for pennies on the dollar because I think they're going to be valuable down the road. At least that's my theory behind it. All right. And then start getting into some autos. This is just it's hard to see it. I think this was the Asia version of this card, just an autograph. So it's got like the gray auto. It's hard to see. And this one, I swear I thought this one was numbered. Maybe I'm wrong. It's just like a base auto then. So we're starting out the Obsidian with the not as flashy stuff, and let's start getting to some flashier stuff. So, all right, here we go. RPA dual patch. This one's numbered out of 99, 75 out of 199. Yeah, 199, not 99. So these are going to be all the horizontal cards. Here's a purple horizontal, numbered out of 75. We got the orange, 18 out of 49. Oranges are nice. We got a green, numbered out of 25. Dual patch, 15 out of 25. Need to get some more one touches. All right, here's some red. Red auto, dual patch. That one's numbered out of 8. Red out of 8. 3 out of 8. Remember, I paid a pretty penny for that sucker because I got it when like people were more excited about them. And here we got a horizontal dual patch. These ones are fucking nice, man. So this one's numbered 3 out of 5. But that blue is sick, dude. I love that. What they call it, like deep sea blue or something. Here's a rookie. Again, the vertical ones out of 199. Getting some RPAs numbered out of 199. RPA numbered out of 30. 28 out of 30. I'm usually not a fan of purple. This purple actually looks nice. This one does look nice for, what it's worth. Not always a fan of some of these, more feminine colors. I'll just leave it at that. Here's the green. Most of the greens are usually out of 25. This one's number 9 out of 25. Again, I got doubles of some of these because I do want to get some of these or get them graded to hopefully try to get all PSA 10. 7 out of 25. And some of these I'd bought cards, and then I found like a slab I could get for not too expensive, and so I'd buy the slab if I get it PSA 10. Here's a 2 out of 10. Aidan O'Connell. One to fall over. All right, we're going to get into our graded cards now. None of these are going to be in any particular order, I guess, for the most part. But here is a PSA 10 purple flood. So that should be out of 30. 13 out of 30. That's what I paid. 102 for that card. PSA 10. This one needs to go in a dang sleeve. Here's a 5 out of 30. So that's a horizontal one. Give me a second. Put this in there because these, especially the thicker cards, they'll want to flop around in the top loader sometimes. That one's pretty nice. I don't remember. Is that a dual? Wait a second. I want to see. That was a dual. No, I just got mixed up in the wrong spot. Sorry about that. All right, back on track. Another RPA. Numbered out of 199. PSA 10. Another purple PSA 10. This one's numbered out of 75. I still got the eBay sticker. I didn't pull that sucker off. That's funny. Oh, look at that bad boy. The Deep Sea Mojo, man. That freaking blue. I know the camera doesn't do his justice, but I'm telling you, bro. Look up Deep Sea Mojo. If you guys get, like, you want a nice card, your favorite player, try to get one that's this blue. Deep Sea Mojo. They're usually numbered out of 5, at least for 2023. But the Deep Sea Mojos are sick, man. PSA 10. I wanted this card so bad. I looked for some of these cards. You guys have no idea. That's why I had to wait a little while before I showed you guys. I was like, man, people are going to be sniping these things underneath me. So, and I'm not selling these right now. I mean, maybe if he goes to another team, maybe. But Aidan O'Connell, Asia Gold Flood out of 10. These golds are sick too, man. Like Obsidian is like a product that is so underrated when it comes to rookies, especially this 2023. Just the reflection, it's just such a beautiful card, man. Numbered out of 10, 5 out of 10. PSA 10. How about another Aidan O'Connell? These ones I probably should have put in order for you guys, but whatever. Like the highest to lowest numbered or whatever. Signature yellow, PSA 10. Numbered 2 out of 10. So you see why this sometimes it makes it hard. Like, yeah, the gold's out of 10, not autographed. And then this one's out of 10, but it is autographed. But it's so. All right. And then we got this one. This is the orange. think orange is out of 49. PSA 10, electric etch orange, 45 out of 49. PSA 10, not autographed. And then here we have a signature PSA 10. That's just a base. So that one's not numbered. Still pretty badass. And then PSA 10, orange, should be to 49, 43 out of 49. So, like, I already have one of those that's ungraded. I'll have to go through and see. Because some of them I would buy, like, like, say, like one of these or something. And then I would find, a graded one for not too much money. And so I'd end up buying the PSA 10 just so I have to send something in to get graded. But I think this one I didn't buy out of 49. All right. And then we got a couple more left. So I went and I got not one of the out of fives. Where's that other one at? I should have saved that for this one. So that was this one. I got 2 out of 5 and I got 3 out of 5 for the horizontal. So that's pretty badass. I've almost completed the whole set for whether it's horizontal or vertical, except for I need to get them all on a PSA 10. But I've at least acquired like one of each, you know? And if O'Connell wins a Super Bowl somewhere down the road, which people call me crazy or whatever, I'm going to be in good shape. If it's with the Raiders, it's going to suck because I'm not going to want to sell his cards. But he goes somewhere else, and if he were to do something like that, then, you know. All right, check this out. Drum roll. I'll show you this one first. Aidan O'Connell. That's what I paid. $565 for a 101 Obsidian RPA. One of my more expensive cards. But Nike logo, autograph is nice. It's got that blue. I think this one's the deep sea blue, like deep sea mojo. And then to top it off, this is the card whose fault it is that started this whole fucking thing right here. At least this box right here. This card resulted in this because I got the one and only 101, got this in a break. 101. Aidan O'Connell, Deep Sea Mojo, man. Right here, 101. The one and only. And then later on, or a few months back, I bought this RPA 101. So you know what I'm missing? I mean, there's a couple cards I'm missing. Most of you probably don't know. I know which ones I'm missing. But what I'm really missing is where'd those go? I'm missing the 101 of this guy right here. Like, so this is the 101 vertically. I need the 101 horizontally. But it hasn't popped up. I haven't looked for a little bit, but so I haven't found that. If I don't get it, it's all good. I mean, I've been trying to get, if you guys haven't noticed it, like a color scheme, I'm trying to get like all the 101s like this, or all the numbered, color schemes of this and numbered cards, all the different numbered variation and color schemes of these, and then the horizontal ones as well that are, obviously like that. So I'm close. And then I think there's a few Asian, like of the Asian cells they do that I don't have. Like I think the out of 31 was like one of the Asian ones because most of the ones in the US is like out of I think the 29 or something or no 25. But yeah, man, that's all I gotta say for my Aidan O'Connell collection. Probably one of the best, if not the best out there. What do you guys think for the 101s? We got 3 of them. Which is the best fucking 101 for Aidan O'Connell? And he won today, and then the Raiders still win because we still get the first pick, and we can still get Mendoza. See, I'm the kind of guy, I want plan A, B, and C. for football for the Raiders. I still want Mendoza, but I also haven't given hope on Aiden O'Connell. And obviously, I put my fucking money where my mouth is. So say what you will, I don't give a fuck. It's all good. I'll tell you this though, one of the best Aiden O'Connell collections out there, and I got 3 1-on-1s, baby. All right, appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys tune in to Hardcore Card Collect, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Later.